everyone, we are from Group 3. In here, we will presenting about point of view, POV. Before we talk about POV, I will tell you about our member. First, there is Sani Ahnaf Anafi, and second, Arbeni Nafis Adkesa, and the last one is Muhammad Ijlal Hilmi. Next. Next is, what is point of view? Point of view is what the character or narrator telling the story can see his or her perspective. The author chooses who is to tell the story by determining the point of view. Depending on who the narrator is, he or she will be standing at one point and seeing the action. This viewpoint will give the narrator a partial or whole view of events as they happen. Many stories have the protagonist telling the story, while in others, the narrator may be another character or an outside viewer, a narrator who is not in the story at all. The narrator should not be confused with the author, who is the reader of the story and whose opinion may not be thus written into the narrative. Next. The importance of point of view. Point of view is an important literary device for exploring a story. The point of view an author chooses can determine how the reader understand and participate in the story. Point of view can be used to express the feeling, thought, motivation, and experience of one or many. Each character will have his or her own perspective, so whoever is telling the story will impact the reader opinion of other character and event. The next we will read by Sani Ahnaf.
So the type of point of view. There are three main type of point of view. There is first person POV, the second person POV, and the last is third person POV. Each type offers a different vantage point into a story's events. Writers use them depending on how they want readers to experience the story. Next. So the first one is the first person POV. The first person is used when the main character is telling the story. This is the kind that use the I narrator. So as a reader, you can only experience the story through his person eyes. So you won't know anything about the people or events that the character hasn't personally experienced. So for the example is, I always look forward to my summer vacation at the beach. I like to collect seashells and swim in the ocean. And if it was up to me, I would choose the white car. Next. So the second one is the second person POV. In second person POV, when the narrator is when the narrator is speaking to the readers, well, this is not very common in fiction, but the words you, your, and yours are used from this point of view. So for the example is, you gotta fight for your right to the party, fight for your right, bestie boys, and in just a few simple steps, you can make a big change in your life. So more explanation about types of POV is gonna presented by Hilmi.
Okay, next is third person POV. The third person point of view is the narrator describing what's seen, but as a spectator. If the narrator is a character in the story, then we are reading what he or she observes as the story unfolds. And there is three possible perspectives. The first one is limited, second one is omniscient, and the last one is limited, omniscient, or multiple. For the example is, first one is, he knows that he is a great football player. He is proud to have scored the most touchdowns this season. That is for limited. The second one is while Bob was planning a special night out with the Millicent, she was quietly making plans to break up with him. All of their friends would be shocked to discover her plans. That is omniscient. And last one is Ed's teacher knew how much potential the teenager had, but the reality is that he just was not interested in school. He had too many obligations at home. That is for limited, omniscient, or multiple. So for more explanation, so I'll tell you about the three possible uh, point of view. The limited. In limited third person, the narrator sees only what in front of him or her, a spectator of events as they unfold and unable to read any other character's mind. In the omniscient, an omniscient narrator sees all, much as an all-knowing God of some kind. He or she sees what each other character is doing and can see into each character's mind. This is common with an external character who is standing above, watching all the action below. Think of a person with a crystal ball of hearing it. And the last one is limited omniscient or multiple. The limited omniscient is the third person narrator can only see into the character's mind. He or she might see others even happening, but only knows the reason of one character's action in story. So this is the reference. You can read down below, and I'll take it back to Neo.
Okay, thank you, Hilmi. Thank you everyone for your attention. Sorry if there are any mistake in our presentation.